A second down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
Prescott on first down. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Now the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now the Packers get set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he's flushed out left. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Wide open receiver, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They get it to him running left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with flags down, he's up near the 40, but it looks like this one might be coming back. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty costs some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
We'll go 47.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Gun. Under. 26.
1st down, Prescott. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he hits the former Saint, Jimmy Graham. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, they go with Dixon. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Cobb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Josh Jones in on the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
We're going to 54. One here. Gun. Right there, over here. Over here. Right there.
2nd down, Prescott. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Hillman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Just keeping the play alive. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
47.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
You go 47. 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. On the crossing route, complete. That's Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
You go 47. 26.
A give left side to Collins. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And again, it's Collins. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
46.
Here's Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Nice move at the 5. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll come out in the pistol.
26.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal.
26.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal.
Gun. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
47.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Drops it off for Hillman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Oh, he shifts past him. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys.
The gun. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll run with Dixon, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
They'll run it here with Dixon. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A handoff, Ronnie Hillman. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Clinton Dix there for the stop. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jake Ryan in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Back to throw now on first down. Drops it underneath to Dixon. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Set! Blue landing! Blue landing! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll run. It's Dixon. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Schaefer. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Well, Prescott here to throw. And Thomas has it. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Packers pick it up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides have thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami, and it's the Dolphins that wound up winning that one. Carson Wentz, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And his throw is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes. because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles.